And we are once again live at 5/7 Central from the Piranha Pond. I want to welcome everybody to the pond. Thank you for joining us once again. I am your illustrious host, Kingfish Mac, joined as usual by Piranhas in the pond. Y'all know what it is. Oh shit, what happened to Love Flyer? He just popped out on us. He popped out, and guess who popped in?
Here we go.
Down below, never my foe, always my brother from another mother, Mr. Nick Nass. What's up with your baby boy?
Man, trying to make it shaky. I'm in here like swimwear, baby.
Heard that.
Why is my screen not spinning? What the
And my other brother from my other mother, Mr. Frankie Nunn Flyer. What's up with your baby boy?
Hey man, trying to get the screen orientating thing together. I don't know why it's not spinning. Just don't know
Orientation is the word of the day. And you guys know what it is. Y'all know who brings the brightness and the bling bling to the pond, keeps it clean from all the scum. My beautiful cousin, Miss Nick Mo. What's up,
everybody?
That's what I'm talking about. Well, it's good to see the whole pond back together again. We're working to get the band back together. Y'all know what it is.
Not on no Puff Daddy level though.
Love to see all my people.
Love. I can't do it. I don't know how to do it. I'm not geometrical set up like that. I can't. Yeah, I can't get that shit. I ain't gonna try. Fuck it.
Love to see all my people in one place at one time. Want to welcome everybody in the comment section. Everybody that joins on Facebook and YouTube Live. What we got going on today? Today we are going to be talking about a whole lot of hot topics.
Hot topics.
Hot topics.
All right, Franklin dipped out again.
Yeah, he'll pop back in. I think. I guess first thing we want to talk about, because it's got specific relevance to what we do here. For those of you who may not know the business, Cardi B is involved in a federal lawsuit with a YouTuber / blogger, by the name of, TASHA K. TASHA K is, again, like I said, she's a YouTuber. She's kind of in the gossip space, the tea space, for lack of a better word. Well, I guess that is the word, right?
Right.
You know, she's in the gossip and tea space, and at some point, I think it was last year? Or was it 2018? I think it was 2019. She did a podcast where she made quite a few slanderous accusations against Cardi B. One saying that she had contracted a specific venereal disease. Secondly, that she had been involved with this other young lady named, I think her name was Star Marie or something like that. And she sat down and did a 60-minute interview with Star Marie where she alleged all these slanderous accusations against Cardi B. At the time, Cardi B, if you guys would kind of remember, Cardi B was making a big stink about bloggers just being able to come on, say whatever they wanted about a celebrity, not having any accountability. not realizing what the repercussions were, this, that, and the third. And she actually filed a federal lawsuit for in excess of $75,000, alleging that Tasha K had made defamatory and slanderous statements against her. And just for the record, um, the alleged shit, Nick, don't count, right? It's been established during this trial. So the trial started a couple of weeks ago, jury trial. I think we may be in the fourth, fifth, sixth day of actual testimony. And this shit has been a real, the trial has been a story, a viral story, right?
Mm-hmm.
Uh, Testimony from both sides, both Cardi B and Tasha K took the stand. Both their testimonies were newsworthy, and not only that, because it's a federal courtroom, they're not allowing cameras in the courtroom. But what they are allowing is a press junket. Part of the press junket, because we're dealing with YouTubers and celebrities in our particular genre, have been YouTubers who kind of fly under the journalist banner, like my boy Choke No Joke. So Choke been in the courtroom every day, and every day Choke been having an on-the-spot report from outside the courtroom with his suit and tie on, giving us the dope, right? Giving us the bang on bang, right?
Give me this tea.
The significance that it might have to, people like us who find ourselves in the digital space and maybe trying to monetize our platforms is that uh, where we used to be kind of, fast and loose with what we say in terms of other people, celebrities in particular, just other people in general who might be in the public eye, and quick to throw the alleged before or after whatever defamatory statement we might be about to make, as well as being in the space of putting somebody on who is making false allegations about somebody. I think that, this case is going to set
Yeah,
some
eye opener.
precedents,
Yeah.
right? Especially since the YouTube team has been real uh, diligent on us about copyright infringements and
Right.
community standards and the variety of different things to make sure that content that's put out is protected, right? Could be adequately protected and shit, right? So when you out there kind of butt loose and reckless and shit with the truth, I think what they're saying right now is that we're going to be held accountable. So with that in mind, I think the conversation delves into um, what do we think is allowable as personalities in digital space, and what kind of responsibility do we have to make sure that the things that we say have particular accuracy as opposed to our particular opinion on a subject. Holler at me, piranhas.
I mean, well, personally, I feel that I do believe that, when we do bring up a topic, we going into it, we try to have some facts about it, and we kind of go into that angle. But after we've talked about it and say that what they put out there and what it is, then we come at it from four different points of view. I think we're
Right.
entitled to that. My opinion is my opinion.
Exactly.
So in that retrospect, I don't. I like I said, I feel like because we kind of come out there and we'll say it. We say what it is and we say what they say it is, and we'll say what the news reported. And then we kind of come back and say, okay, like, so what do you think about it? Well, that's a fucking ordinary conversation you have every day with your household. So
Exactly.
again, I mean, it's very seldom that we're coming straight out in slander someone. You gotta be real fucked up for us to go that way with you like that. I don't think nobody is doing that. We might say what we would have did in that situation or how we would have came about it, but it ain't too often we saying like, fuck Cardi, she ain't shit. We don't kind of come at her like that, or anybody that we're talking about, and stuff like that. We have had conversations where it kind of have gone low, and then somebody will think about it, and be like, but we're not saying that this expresses the, you know, you know, every view, just a broad view and stuff like that. So I just really think about when I think about this, it's what you say, the context you say it in, and for our little small ass fucking platform, fuck them. When we, Tasha K or the Dead Ass Podcast, maybe we'll, put a little bit few more parameters on it, but we're trying to get picked up.
Right,
Yeah,
right, right.
it's so since I am.
Hold on, Nick. Frank, when you it's a trip, right? Because down in the goo, you full screen, but up on top, you in the it shows you with the black markings around you. Now you all the way out though. But go ahead, Nick.
I said since I'm a conversation consultant, right? I would say that you don't supposed to put out any falsehoods, right? Because it's for the future. So whatever she said has consequences socially, right? That she could be brought to, bring up the facts. Did you put some falsehoods in it? Did you slander somebody? Did you ruin somebody else's career? And that's the one thing we just can't go out here spilling misinformation and affecting people's lives, because it is life. It's not like that you protected by your you could click off the thing, not have nobody commentating or have people to stop it before you can actually see what the results of your statements. And I think it might be a black eye to a lot of this social media stuff. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I want to see how this unfolds.
Frank.
Yes, I don't know why my camera will not orientate, bro.
Well, don't worry about it, because down at the bottom we got you in full screen, but up in top we got you on the landscape shit or the portrait. So don't trip. We can hear you.
He good.
We can hear you and see.
But
I don't think he heard the question though. That you proposed.
What was the question?
The question was in terms of the way that this case is kind of unfolding, how responsible are we to report accurate information when we be given our opinions about particular things that's happening in the social stratosphere right now? Like here, I'm gonna be the devil's advocate right now and just fuck with my guy, right? So the one thing that I worry about a lot, right? Not really a lot, but in this particular space, in this conversation, what I would be able to point to a lot is when Nick Nass goes on his rants, right, about whatever it is, whatever particular subject. He'll start off and he'll be on point about what we're talking about. And then when he goes to particular examples, and this is only because you up in the mountains and you're not just spending as much time on the fucking internet as the rest of us every motherfucking day, you'll come with bits and pieces of a story that don't be all the way accurate. Like we've had people in the comments say, nah, this nigga Nick don't got the story right or some shit like that, right? But from your point of view, it ain't even that you even concentrating on that particular point. You just using this motherfucker as an example. But you may have slandered this motherfucker by putting the wrong information out about him making an example for something else. And I'm sure that I do it too, and just not aware of it because motherfuckers be talking to me in the back channel and shit.
Yeah.
We've all had
we all do
it. Came in on and be like, and I'd be like, oh,
said,
okay, I didn't know. You'd be like, no, sure, that's what he said. And I'd be like, oh, my bad.
Keenan, you gotta understand, right? Me and Nick, we got a 20-year dialogue of doing this shit, right? This is what we do, right? Y'all just get to see it. Y'all just get to see it on YouTube and Facebook. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I throw this nigga under the bus fast as a motherfucker, right? This nigga is always, this is the funny shit. Our relationship is this. I'll throw this nigga under the bus. Nah, nigga, you full of shit. This nigga always try to find a reason to make what I'm talking about right. Yeah, I see what you're saying. you know, what you also got to see is, yeah, nigga also mean but mean no, nigga, you wrong.
Right. That
That's
part.
just our dynamic. I
You know
ain't
what I'm saying?
fucking with him.
It comes back around to the point though, right? But when you do flare off, and that's a
Right.
basic human trait that was taught,
Mhm.
right? Because I'm never in denial. I'm always in search for the truth. So if I do come around to the conversation next time, you know, I got my foot slowly planted and rooted. You know what I'm saying? So that's what it is. But you know, hood talk, street talk, professional talk, we done been in all those realms, so we know how to conduct ourselves accordingly, right? So it's not all the time that I talk like this. But when it get heated, like I'm still gonna ban clout. I feel like that is the armpit stink of a muskrat right there. You know what I'm saying? All your stuff for
Nigga
clout,
with the clout.
reputation. Yeah, it's going
But
down.
This
but
nigga has the war on clock
Motherfucking
popping.
clout.
I
War
do.
on clout is going down.
Going
But
down.
look,
Yeah.
let's not veer off on cloud though. We're not gonna go there on cloud. But what I
Okay,
will
I
say
see.
is this
See.
though. What I will say is this, that you know, it does definitely, because of the nature of this trial and what it's on trial about, it do make you now, you know, I'm not saying it should change the way you do your show, but it does make you again, like, you know, like we small. But imagine if we was on one night and we went hard. And like what parameters do we have in place? Not to have somebody formally come after us and we be getting papers in the fucking mail talking about slander. You know,
Yeah.
so it like I said, it doesn't necessarily make you need to change up your platform, but I do think that you should be a little bit more aware. And like you said, you know, try to at least. I don't think anything's wrong that we come at things from different point of views. I mean, that's what they do on stuff like The View. That's what they do on the real, you know, and stuff like that. You know, I again, we're not just coming out here and say, well, this is what Willie told us that had happened to Juju around the corner. You know, we try to at least get it straight out the headlines and be like, okay, this is what's going on. This is what they saying happened. We may be like, so Piranhas, how would you deal with it? You know, I don't think there's anything wrong with doing what we're doing. Because I don't really feel like we're out there just slandering somebody unless they just fucking stupid and deserve it.
Well, you
So
look. So that's
am I safe to assume that the word allegedly ain't safe no more?
No,
no.
it's not.
I'm always gonna say allegedly. Now, come
I'm
on.
always saying too.
I'm
I don't give a
always gonna
fuck.
say
It sounds
allegedly.
good.
But I mean, it don't
Sometimes
even
we
matter.
gotta go hard in the
It
paint.
don't stand. It don't stand up in court because
It don't.
what
Yeah, it
what
is.
they were trying to say in I don't know if it was pretrial, some of the pretrial motions, or if it was, you know, because of some shit that Tasha K said on the stand, which in part of her testimony was, yeah, she knew what she was saying was false information, but she posted it anyway, and her justification was this bitch got money, she could afford therapy, right? She said that, right?
Yeah.
Right.
So right there, it just proved that just proved my point
Bro,
right there, right? So
bro,
clout is in full effect because everybody want to click on what she said. So her views went
they
up,
say
her
clock
followers
is
went up.
for the gold.
You know what I'm saying? So so she got clout, but it's gonna cost her $75,000 for her clout right
Well,
now.
let me say this, right? Let me
Yeah,
say
here we go.
this. I have to admit that part of my research in the early days of us doing this podcast was, you know, I watched all kind of shit on YouTube, including a lot of the T channels, right? Which includes Lovely T, who I love her. Shout out to Lovely T. And I watched Tasha K. And I was watching when this shit was going down, right?
What
What I
about
do
Jason?
know, huh?
What about the Jason Lee guy that you put me up on? Hollywood
At,
Unlocked.
at this stage of the game, he wasn't on my radar. Right.
Okay.
He came on my radar, right? But at this stage of the game, it was just talking about in the YouTube space. I wasn't even tripping off of Instagram or anything like that, just in the YouTube space. What I was going to say is that at the time that I got up on her, she had maybe 25,000 subscribers or some shit like that. She bumped that shit up to like 2.5 million subscribers after that video. And that video is the most watched video with about 25 million views.
Clout.
You know
My
what I'm
point
saying?
proven.
Well, clout, fuck clout, money.
Yo, yep. There you go.
You feel what I'm
You know
saying?
what I'm saying?
Bread. And then you start looking at, that many subscribers. And first of all, you do the AdSense numbers and shit, and you getting, you know, we'll just say $3 per thousand subscribers per video or per thousand views per video. You know what I'm saying? You got 2.5 million subscribers, right?
Yeah.
So
That's
you
a pretty
start,
penny.
yeah, that little AdSense change is fat as fuck. And then you start counting um, live stream fucking super chats and PayPals and Cash Apps, super stickers, and all these various different donations and shit, right? Then you start thinking about that channel, right?
Mm.
Itself being a big cash cow. And so you should have been trying to protect that.
Oh yeah, of course.
So,
This
But
case
that's
should
the
have
whole.
But maybe
never
that was
went
her
to
whole
court.
point in the first place, was to get them views. So she just spewing all types of shenanigans.
Yeah. So they want to come and right now I like how y'all said, like you said it, Mac, right? Because reference points to get to the truth, right? That is the part that we all need. You know what I'm saying? Because how do we conduct ourselves after we find out the truth? And what are we uncovering? Because now we whistleblowers to how people move because they want to be all inclusive in our lives. You know what I'm saying? So yes, it has to be an atonement for or a payback for when you selling wolf tickets. So if you're selling wolf tickets, they're gonna cash it in on your ass.
well,
You know
I
what I'm
mean,
saying?
I mean, in retrospect, I mean, how you put it like that, and because she said it like that, and what she said on the stand, I don't think that it should be treated any different if you was gonna bring a news report up there. Like, I mean, to blatantly say that I knew the shit was wrong. I was wrong when I knew I was wrong when I said it. There wasn't no validity to it, and I knew when I said it at the time. Well, fuck it, she can afford therapy. That's what I'm saying. I mean, so again, you put some information about there about somebody that clearly you saying was wrong and got that many fucking views and hits off of it. Yeah, I do think Cardi got the right to
Yeah,
at least
especially
pursue it. You know why? Because but again, but where does that fall if say you just got history with them, used
so
to fucking going back and forth, used to the fucking term off. So how does that go? Because she say something one day, you call her a trashy bitch the next day. How does that go when it plays out the way it plays out? Who specifically was in the wrong?
but once you start bringing your 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 female organs and your male organs into things that have been tampered with and is violated and it's no good for nothing,
Well,
go
first of
apologize to
all,
a tree.
I think you
That's
have a
messed up.
couple of different type of podcasts. You got the one that's gonna kind of like just talk about some stuff like us, like from our different point of views, and you got something that's just straight up fucking messy. So you
Yeah,
gotta decide on what you're watching.
yeah.
But I mean,
And
either way it
That's
go,
why
you
some
still
people
shouldn't
that
be able
just
to
no
jump
matter what it
online and
is,
slander a
it's
motherfucker
just
though.
that's just how you want to label it. They just messy. No matter what, it's gonna be controversial.
so it's the phrase, right? I catch you in the street. If I see you, it's on site. That's what it is. And you get another lawsuit, or they're gonna try to Jussie Smollett you. You know what I'm saying? So allegedly, you know what I'm saying?
No,
That
so
Them
I
courts
think
is the street for Tasha because Cardi took her to the streets, but her streets was the
right,
court.
right. And
yeah.
and that's the important thing, right? Because I think that up until now, we kind of been operating in the space. Here's the thing, right?
Oh, okay, Frank, come
That
through.
Oh yeah. Oh,
oh yeah,
Yeah.
not the Fedora
oh
Arena.
the
So
fedoras.
What? We missed something at 25 minutes to the podcast? Okay.
Nope. I just found it, threw it on, that's all.
I gotta up
so
my war room. Go ahead, Matt.
so I think that what has been happening for the last, however many years is that people be in the YouTube space and you look at YouTube as just another form of entertainment, right? Because for the very most of us, the vast majority of us, we just click on and we watch videos, right? Shit that we want to look at, shit that's entertaining to us, um, right, right, at your fingertips, right? You ain't got to wait till next week for the next episode, none of that shit, right? Okay. The other side of the game, right, is that YouTube is a business, right? Not only is it a business, it's a business that has made instant millionaires, right?
Mm-hmm.
Out of the content creators, right?
Mhm.
Like structuring a properly set up YouTube page, right? With particular focus points and some more shit turns into a business that can make you a millionaire in less than a year, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I think that the only thing that we have been relying on as content creators is YouTube to kind of police us, right? Like whatever I can get away with in terms of not violating community standards or AdSense standards, fuck it, it's all good, right? And YouTube has consistently come in and put more and more fucking strangleholds on what you can do with your content in order to monetize, right? All the way up to the fucking first 2 minutes not cussing and various different things that they've changed. But now what you have is you have a person who's not a YouTuber, right? Cardi B don't give three shits about YouTube. She don't got no channel, right? You have a legitimate celebrity that's doing tens and millions of dollars worth of business, right?
You care about what you
She
say about
is she is a business, right?
it. Mhm.
And so what happens now is because we are a business, because we are in the business of publishing content, right?
Mhm.
Then we fall squarely under the defamation laws, federal defamation laws and state defamation laws of your particular state, right? And the only difference is the amount of money that you're alleging. So for motherfuckers like you and me, somebody say some slanderous, publishes a slanderous statement against us, either in print or in live media, right? Says some shit that they know to be not true about us, and that particular statement has a detrimental effect on us, right? Either in the way that people view you or in the way that you're able to conduct your particular commerce, right?
Mhm.
How you do your business, then those statements are actionable, right?
True.
Okay, now take that exact same concept, foundational concept of law, and apply it to a chick that is doing tens of millions of dollars worth of business, and a chick that's just trying to grow her YouTube channel by saying the most viral shit and having the most viral shit posted on a platform that generally should be out of the view of the mainstream. I mean, this shit wasn't on the award shows, but it did get out there. TMZ reported on it, Entertainment Tonight reported on it. It was in the fucking New York Post, running stories, and all the salacious details that were being alleged. Because remember, once you publish it, then all the other media outlets can
Public record.
republish it and simply attribute it to you,
Good.
Yeah,
whether
the
the
breaking
information
story.
is right
Right.
or wrong,
Right.
right?
Yeah. So
So what
But from
Cardi is
one
alleging,
upon reported.
right?
Yeah.
What Cardi is alleging is number one, on a personal basis, that she was emotionally fucked up behind all the shit that was being said. She had
Mhm.
herpes. She was doing this, that, and the third. And then also, she would go online, post a picture kissing her daughter, and the backlash would be, damn, how you gonna be kissing that little baby like that when you know you got herpes?
Right.
Thirdly, she's an actress, along with being a public figure. And so it affected her revenue because she's saying that she had uh, ventures
to get
lined up.
tested.
No, she had ventures lined up that would have put her in leading lady roles, where now the leading man is not going to want to kiss her, have personal contact with her, because it's alleged that she has a communicable disease. That's directly affecting your motherfucking revenue, right?
Mhm. That's
And I'm the
libel.
$10 million woman, right? Don't forget
Yeah.
that. I'm Grammy Award winning,
Right.
do movies with J-Lo for 20 tickets. I'm that bitch. I ain't Shell doing the Piranha Pond talking about you fucked up my little 1,000 a month.
Right.
You
So
feel what
so
I'm
what you
saying?
really say?
A
So
whole
really?
different conversation.
Right.
Oh,
So
she gonna
so
learn
what?
that though.
Oh yeah, you
So
and not only that, imagine this. Now you ain't the $1,000 a month girl. Because you blew up to 2.5 million subscribers and you doing
Right.
300,000 a video.
Right. Right.
so
Right.
Matt.
You,
So
you
that's
feel what I'm saying?
Right.
So let's cut
So
the
now
trees
when
all
they
the way
start
down.
talking about, because I watched the video where I watched the conversation where they was talking about if Tasha K loses, what do you think the judgment should be? And there was nothing under 2.5 million. Somebody was saying 10 million. And I'm saying
Yeah.
that's a big check to write.
Right.
That's a
So
big
Mac,
check to write for a YouTuber, man.
Right.
Ooh,
yeah.
Right.
So
how
so
you
pu-
But
live.
that's what you get though for not watching what you say. You slander motherfuckers, you get sued. So Tasha K, sorry for you. You gotta watch what you report.
I mean, and
so
it was more about the residual from it. Like you said, then posters was being put up there. You know, someday her daughter gonna see that headline.
Right.
You know, sometimes people do shit and they don't think about the, you know,
The residual
again, you
effect.
know, right,
Yeah.
right.
so Pine. So is it correct when we said a couple of weeks ago, right? When you start messing with the brand, because now Cardi B is a brand, right? When you take a hit on the brand, and like you said, it's questions to be to actually consume the brand or produce the brand and produce income. That's what she tried to knock the brand down. She became bigger by saying that what her stuff is actual and factual. And I like it, Matt, because you made the smooth transition that now her brand is I can say whatever I want and not get knocked for it, just like everybody else. So hopefully that we win.
Well,
We
this
don't
is
have to
what
say allegedly.
I don't believe that's the goddamn point. I believe she actually got caught in the moment reporting something that she heard as opposed to doing her due diligence and doing her goddamn research and just jumped on there just trying to be messy. And that's what messy gets you. Get you
Yeah.
sued for no less than 2.5 million according to the people. And no telling what the judge go say, but I'm pretty sure that Cardi B's lawyers is way heavier.
way heavy. They say
And
that
you know, and when you
Way heavier than
again,
Tasha
you
K.
know,
So
you would never really, you know, nobody wants to say that somebody is better than the other person. It's not even about that. But you talk about a different type of status, a different type of test,
Well,
and that is the truth.
right.
So, you know, unless you was bigger than Cardi, can afford to take the
Well,
hit,
and
stay
this
in
is
your
what you got.
lane.
This is what you
Right.
got to remember. Two things about the judgment. We just assume that Tasha K loses, right? So you got two things that's going into effect, right? First thing is that the various different types of punishments, right? So you
Mhm.
have actual damages, punitive damages. Actual
okay.
damages is the actual money that you lost. Punitive damages is the punishment for doing the fucked up shit. And then compensatory damages, this is the important one in this case, is the money, the revenue that would have been earned had you not
Oh,
done what
Done.
you did, right? So you out the ballpark right there, right? Because it's out of your pay scale, right?
yes.
Then
yeah.
secondly, the damages is awarded by the jury. One of the things that the jury is allowed to ask about and to take into consideration is the financial advantage you gained from
Ooh.
your particular act. So if they track every dollar this woman made through
After.
YouTube AdSense after that video,
Right. You
and
gotta
then
assume it was because of that video.
you got to assume that. And then how sympathetic as a jury are you going to be to say, oh, well, let her keep however
Such and
much?
such.
And you feel
Right.
what I'm saying? You're
Right.
going to be
Yeah.
like, nah, run that,
Right.
run all that
Right.
All
Right.
that.
Yeah.
start over
Because that's what you get.
because
Right.
Yeah.
that's what you get.
Well,
But
when you didn't have it to say. Right.
yeah. But then I like the King's Corner on this one. I'm gonna call this one the King's Corner, right? So it even turns into the kid because the child. So when the child get older and she see this video where she understand, like, Mama, what you was talking about the herpes because you kissed me, and
Oh,
that
yeah,
right
that's a
there is a
show.
Well, yeah, that's what I'm saying. The
That's a show.
residual effect from it, you
yeah.
know,
You know
right?
what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And this is the point that me and Cora was talking earlier. It's like people sit around and talk about shit that they don't know. You know what I'm saying? And
Don't do it, Shell.
and the thing is, right, that you put that you put it out there that this
Don't fact
false
check. You don't fact check. That's all. Sometimes it's just a phone call to fact check it. That's all. And that's all we're gonna say about that.
Yeah.
Hey,
But
So
if you want to fund me or go fund me account, we good.
like people actually put this as a forefront, like it's like viable news. So, but it has to be one of the points that how do we get out of this part right here without taking it to court until you leveraging that information to get somebody else's life though? You know what I'm saying? How detrimental is it? So what do y'all think that when people start making up these other stories, how it's going to impact the globalness of this information center? Are we
well,
going to fall?
I
Go
would
ahead.
say this. I
I
would
think
say
it's in the
this,
nature of how you put it out there.
yeah, I would say this, and then I'll close it out and move on to the next shit. So, what I would say is that people are influenced not only by the impression that is made of you, but also by the popular the spirit of whatever the popular rumor is, whether that's the truth or not. And the example that I would have used to display that point in court had I been Cardi B's lawyer was this. Right after all this shit came out, Blueface came out with Tatiana.
Mm.
One of the biggest remixes to the Tatiana track was the Cardi B remix. They shot a
Oh,
video of it. The day that they shot the video, niggas was on Instagram making jokes that Blueface had his nose turned up, Cardi B smelled like fish,
oh,
all this kind of shit. What you got to understand is this. This woman is a motherfucking professional, bro. If she had a motherfucking disease, fucking foaming at the coochie or some shit like that, you don't think this woman is savvy enough? This is a stripper chick, right? Nick, we know they the
yeah,
cleanest. They the cleanest,
yeah,
bro. They
yeah.
coochie
That's
is
their
the
money.
ultimate. You
That's
feel
their
what I'm
money.
saying? She ain't going nowhere, nigga, smelling like fish. Get the fuck
Never.
out of here, man.
That's her
That was
money.
never gonna be the truth, right?
You're
But
right.
it
Never.
certainly was the popular narrative
Wow.
for days. All right, we're
Yeah.
going out. Let's
All
get to
right.
something else a little more lighter. Celebrity shit. Get to something a little lighter.
I
So,
thought that was light.
yeah, a couple of weeks ago, what happened was my boy, Tracy. My boy Drake went on a date with an Instagram model.
Why? Why?
Drake goes on a date with an Instagram model, invites her up to the speezy afterwards. Woo woo. She, by her own reports, he asked her, did she want to have sex? She said that he was very intent on making sure that it was consensual. Very, what is the word that I want to use?
To the point.
Very verbose. They she agreed. They said they was gonna have sex. She climbed in the bed. He says, okay, let me go to the bathroom, strap up, goes in the bathroom, comes out of the bathroom with the condom on, according to her. They have
Wow.
sex. He gets up, removes the condom, goes into the bathroom, disposes of the condom. At some point, she goes into the bathroom and retrieves the condom, which is tied in a double knot, unties it,
No.
inserts the condom into her cooch, squeezes the ejaculate out, and immediately feels a burning sensation. When she comes out to ask Drake admits to her that he put a packet of hot sauce in with the semen in order to kill the semen, quote unquote,
Vinegar.
and discarded. Latest reports was that she was threatening to sue.
Why? What? Why?
Piranhas, holler at me.
Okay, so first off, right quick, again with the TASHA K shit, that's what the fuck you get. That's what the fuck you get.
I mean, you went out your way.
Stupid.
First of all, I wouldn't even tell the
Oh,
story. You went out your way to retrieve it, and then you got it how you lived, and you still told this story in fucking public.
You told the story. You
First of
said
all,
she was getting paid
you
some
told
kind
you
of
know
way.
you first of all you telling on yourself all kind of ways. And then you
I'm in shock.
allowed yourself to look stupid in your
I'm in
own
shock.
fucking narrative, in your own story. You a
But
pimp
her
in your own
page is
fucking
blowing
mind.
though.
No.
But her
No.
little Instagram is blowing though. So she gonna get some money some way. Like
Mm,
like my man Max said, she gonna get some money some way. Fucking.
I do. Come on now.
Here's the thing though.
Well,
Who the hell keeps hot sauce packets in their pocket?
Drake,
Drake.
Apparently. It's
how
smart though.
about
You got to
that?
go hit up the young Taco Bell and give me a
Bathroom.
couple. That's crazy.
No, what's crazy is that
Wow.
but you know what? I get why he went to great lengths because he got hoes out there going to those great lengths. So this
Wow.
wasn't the first time that he had that happen to him before, which is why
80
he
million.
that's a
80
cause and effect.
million.
If y'all stop doing
80
this, then maybe I'll
million.
stop doing that. But the thing you told me I did that lets me know you ain't fucking stop doing that. So I'm gonna still keep doing this. Yeah, that was classic.
And now he know you stupid. Everybody know you stupid. So it's probably gonna be
Well, that's why I said
a
I wouldn't look
cold,
like a fool
cold,
in my
cold day
own
in hell before
narrative.
you get another celebrity in the bed or in the room or in the motherfucking hotel or whatever. Because they know you trying to steal babies and shit.
Who looks like a fool in their own narrative? This is your story.
And then you try to sue. Then you try to do sue like he did some shit
You're
wrong.
right, Luana. That's that
Well,
first.
That's
Okay.
I was gonna say I got a whole cold twist for the narrative and shit, right? So
I got
here's
one
the
too. Said.
What's a twist key?
I don't know how it is in Texas or any other state. I know how it is in the state of California. It is absolutely illegal, prosecutable. Hey, Auntie. Yes, the thirst is real.
Hey.
It
Like
is
death.
absolutely illegal and prosecutable to set booby traps in the state of California. You cannot have razor wire in private fucking security. You cannot set up the shotgun outside the window when the motherfucker comes in, blow his head off. You cannot do any of you cannot put a bear trap in your backyard. None of these things are legal. They will send your ass at least to the county jail.
So if it's premeditated, you can't do it.
Exactly.
So, right. So just because you assume that a motherfucker is going to come and steal your weed plants, you can't put a trap that's going to burn his hands when he touched the fucking weed plants, right?
No nails on the board.
What I would argue would be that simply because you know that women have a propensity to try to falsely not even falsely, but to on the sly impregnate themselves with your sperm, you cannot do anything that is going to hurt them if they try, right?
Yeah.
And when you talk about the reasonableness of various other avenues that you had to prevent them from sticking a used condom up their cooch, you could have just flushed the bitch. You was in the bathroom, right?
There you go.
So you purposely meant to lure her into a situation where she would damage herself internally and it might be actionable.
But
Yeah.
he didn't purposely lure her
The
though.
way you
She
told
went
this
and did that.
story,
Okay, so
I
listen.
don't appreciate how the fuck you insinuate that women are this fucking stupid. I
No,
mean,
not
the
women.
way you
Just
told
no, no,
this
no.
Not
story-
women.
No, just her.
Just
Just
her.
her.
Yeah,
Just
but
her.
the way you
Just her.
told this story, like,
Look,
who did
I don't-
the
But see-
baby? Yeah.
the way I heard the story, I never could think of no reasonable woman that would even do no shit like that.
Right. Right.
Yeah. But
Like,
but
look,
when,
if you look,
But there's a
look,
law and effect for the ones that do, right? Like,
yeah,
right?
because I'm always thinking like this, like if you didn't, okay, we all have heard all these stories about chicks that trap athletes and celebrities for the bag, right?
Mhm.
But what are the stories we hear?
Pinhole.
Poke hole in the condom, talk the nigga not
Yeah.
into wearing the condom, pull it off in the middle. You know, I'm on birth control. You know, all those different. You don't hear nothing about like the turkey baster shit has been debunked. right?
Yeah.
We don't believe that shit. Like, from a scientific perspective, I would think that,
Right.
once that shit hit the air, it's done with, right? Like, you just doing something just to be doing something, nasty
Yeah.
ass motherfucker.
Right.
Yeah.
Ain't no crafty ass. First of all, you was crafty enough to get Drake naked. Bitch, you got no more game to dig in the trash can? Get the fuck out of here. You deserve to be burned, right?
But see, that's
And
what I'm
no,
saying.
it ain't women. It's your dumb ass, bitch. Because ain't no other woman gonna do no shit like that.
Not no stupid shit like that.
And then,
None of them.
But I
That's
mean,
like getting
the thirst
report
is
on
real,
it.
auntie. You know what I'm saying?
Then
But look-
report on it. Not only was
but the
I
thing
drunk,
is-
but I was stupid too. Like,
So my idea, I haven't purchased condoms in a long time, but I allegedly they got spermicidal in them. That's supposed to kill a sperm before when it hits the inside the condom. So I can't sue the condom people if it don't work. If it happened to bust, they got to lose thing. But it's premeditated to go ahead suicide kids. You know what I'm saying? But that's no different. It's not going nowhere. But the thing is no different than her. You know what I'm saying? Getting it out the belly button. You turn your back, she dip it in her belly button and going back up in there. It's like, wow. Like,
Nick,
really.
God, Nick, what the fuck you been around, brother?
But I'm saying,
I think you said,
stop.
you know what I'm saying? Getting it out the whirlpool.
Fucking
You know what I'm
Much
saying?
right now. You go way too much.
so what? My thing was this: was it done in California? Were they in California?
I'm not sure.
I'm sure.
Because I was
No,
talking
but
about that law. That was kind of fucked up because that was basically meant so more cops don't get hurt if they got to search some shit, or you got to go bust a nigga for weed plants. You go back there and get hit with a bear trap. Police did that shit to protect themselves, not necessarily the people, because they didn't have. They had like some extra super ass technology to where they can stop that shit before they go in there. They did that shit. They just put it on the people. But yeah, that law was basically meant to protect them. Now, this law, if it was in California, that would be a cold twist because I don't think he intentionally went to hurt the bitch. I think he intentionally protected himself.
But that's not
necessarily
that's
a
not
property.
Protect the bag, bro.
Right, not
But look,
necessarily
but
the property.
the thing
Women
is,
protecting the
protect the
bag,
eggs.
bro.
I think he got one air. That's all he's saying. What is
And he
his
wasn't
air
even
name?
trying to put that one out
I
there.
Jonas.
I done it. But the thing is, right? So I guess Pusha T was right. You know what I'm saying? He playing Border Patrol. You know what I'm saying? He don't want to get trapped over here no more. You know what I'm saying? But if you already had, that's like a prenup, right? You know something's gonna go wrong. And all right, Drake, make the right choices.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So the thing is, right? If I pretty much you go back in the, allegedly Hottie Flash book and get you a professional. This chick did not have no game. You know what I'm saying? If for her to expose herself and say, well, I got to go to the hospital as an emergency, what the hell did you do? Well, what did you do? Now you got to come all the way clean. Now it's a story. You know what I'm saying? It's like, no, I just proved the point. Like you said, man, her game wasn't up because she didn't get no deed. She didn't get no property.
Drake,
She got embarrassed.
But she got fat views, though.
Just in all transparency, shout out to Drake. Drake said that he didn't do it to trap her or to make her burn. He said that this is a habit that he has developed because he learned that hot sauce kills sperm.
Right.
The vinegar. So if she didn't know it was Massagale, she couldn't tell, huh? It's got a little bird on it.
Allegedly.
Allegedly.
That's that. How do you
I'm
say
in
that?
no position to talk
hot
about that
Massagale,
woman's
nigga.
under her clothes like that. I have no idea.
Massagale's so spicy, ain't it?
Little hot dot, huh? But if she developed, now she said she developed a whole psyche mental problem now, allegedly, before this guy doing an act that you would, like y'all said, nobody would ever even thought. You know what I'm saying? So she took 30 minutes in the bathroom to try to say, you know what? I had the opportunity of a lifetime. I got to push it a little bit more. And that was the old saying, to keep a nigga baby. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is
tried
not.
to steal that, though.
Yeah, I'm saying. So she thieving on potential problems. So she trying to ruin this man's life. Now, she didn't ruin the other life. Any of y'all women out there, just remember, if y'all with Drake, he's the hot sauce bandit. You know what I'm saying? Like the Hamburglar.
Shout out to Drake, boy. Keep that hot sauce on. Keep them packets in your pocket, brother.
But the killer point about it, we wouldn't even have known what Drake did.
If she hadn't said shit.
Right.
So Right. So you trying to, that's the only reason we even know that he did it is because you tried it.
That's
You don't know.
extortion.
And
That's
stuff like that.
extortion.
And so that's why I was like, why even tell that story?
To
You know what I'm
get them
saying? That's
views.
extortion.
Okay, I'm gonna tell you exactly why. I'll tell you
Story.
exactly
Clout.
why. This
Clout.
episode, this episode is sponsored by Clout.
I'm trying to tell you, it's gonna be a certain thing. People gonna like, clout
Because
has
that's all
ruined
that
people's
was. She
lives.
knew that motherfuckers was gonna hit her Instagram shit by the drones. Nigga. The only reason why she told that story, either that or she just stupid
Well,
and don't like people
I
liking
believe
her.
the second part is more true. Like who tells that story? What female died to tell that story?
I bet you if you go to her page, she got 1 million or so more views than off that story though.
Girl, you all right? And so.
Because you could have told that shit to a therapist.
But
You
in
didn't have to tell
in the spirit of not being the only one to do some dumb shit, let's go ahead and say, why would Monica Lewinsky keep the dress?
Souvenir.
Well,
Souvenir.
that's why they.
Anytime you let the president come on, you got to keep that. That's like if Elvis Presley threw a sweaty rag in the crowd, and you'll keep that too. Souvenir.
Like what? Like
What?
even
I
though
guess.
you might have told them the trip about the dress, you kept the dress. So they still found the dress.
Souvenir.
Yeah. Well, that's why they call him.
So in the realm of not being the only person to do some dumb shit.
That's like when a motherfucker say, "Oh, I got a handshake from Michael Jordan. I'll never wash his hand again."
Every so often, you have somebody just go off the rails and do some real dumb shit.
That's like a motherfucker do some dirt and be like, "Here, get rid of the burn piece," and the motherfucker be like, "Nah, I'm gonna just hold on to this."
Yeah, exactly.
You mean, nigga?
The cop said,
"Hold on."
The cop talking about I'm coming to your house.
But it's different though because it's the president of the United States.
You like, no, I really
this is what I'm saying.
That shit. Right, like.
Well, his new nickname is Slightly Drizzle now.
That nigga that didn't throw that motherfucking that motherfucking hot iron in the river. My question for him is, nigga, what was you holding on to it for?
For tomorrow?
Only one thing, nigga. Evidence, nigga. What you mean?
But see, in her shit though.
When the cops say this is what they found, your boy was like, damn, they really found it? You really killed it?
Yeah.
And that's how Clinton was.
What they found.
Clinton was like, what? You kept the what on the what?
Yeah. In her case though, I think it was purely the souvenir. Like nigga,
dumbest shit ever like that. Like
I got the cum or the semen of the president of the United States right here. I'm holding on.
Well, she did a presidential pardon on that one. She tried to get a presidential pardon.
Right? Hey, use it for some leverage.
I'm all inclusive.
She got a presidential pardon me, man.
So that was a doozy, man. That right there. So Slightly Drizzle, keep the good work up, buddy. You know what I'm saying? They know that you ain't with the mess around right now. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? One day he might be I guess he's gonna be the co-star of the Hot Ones now, huh? It's the
do you think that the girl who put the hot sauce in her stuff can? I mean, I don't know. I don't think she cares. But do you think she can like literally get another dude? Like, I don't think she'll ever be able to land another star.
Yeah, she will, because
niggas know who she are, so they
don't care.
Don't fuck with her.
That's like
well, people are fickle. They make just because. You know.
Oh.
Yeah, but you ain't gonna make with a motherfucker trying to steal your babies though.
You know. Just want to see. Just want to see, and they might even do some more outlandish shit than he did, just to see if he's still doing shit like that. So they curious, just like they curious.
Right. I can see that happening. Just to see if she'll do that shit again.
Right.
Now he gonna flush everything. Flush the evidence. Flush the evidence. Everybody know without taking my clothes out the toilet.
Like I said, I guess the point I'm getting at is that, nobody would have never known this story had she just been a little bit more discreet.
Well, she wanted them views back.
That was a conversation that she could have just had with Drake, and he could have just told her that answer. But
she could have took that shit to therapy.
He had to put it out there too, like
Well, good thing he didn't put no bleach in there because she would have died. You know what I'm saying? If you would have dropped some bleach in there, it would have been all over with.
You just be on one night.
But I think he know better, and I think he know that hot sauce probably won't kill a bitch, but it ain't gonna be fun.
Well, look, at least one thing, right? That he revealed that she was a try to have a keeper nigga baby. You know what I'm saying? It's slightly torched. That is messed up, man. You know what I'm saying? So, but like you said, Shell, who would have the nerve to embarrass themselves like that, though? You'd have been like, let me excuse myself.
I already
Like,
told
I'm
you
excuse
why.
myself.
Because first of all, you have to go into detail of what you did. Like,
Yeah, that's
I mean, she's
that
an
is
Instagram model. It's all about the views, man.
no hate on Instagram models, man.
You
You know what I'm saying?
so,
No, let's
That
not
nigga said
allegedly.
don't hate on her because he said she's an Instagram model.
No,
You know
I'm
what I'm
saying
saying?
that to say it's all about the views, not that all Instagram models are whores. That ain't what I'm saying.
oh,
I'm
Oh yeah,
saying
okay.
her reason was the views. That's the only reason why you embarrass yourself like that. Unless you really did something wrong to somebody and you trying to make amends or apologize, you don't make a fool of yourself in public like that unless there's money involved.
And that's the thing. So I'll go back to old Ice Cube saying, man, America's Most Wanted, monkey wrench female. You know what I'm saying? She tried to put the vice on the dude to lock him down. And I guess she just got, you know what I'm saying? It's
That's
all
what
bad.
she get. That's what she get.
Well, bless her soul.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you gonna survive in South Central?
Yeah.
Bless her mind state, because that's some crazy shit. How about that?
She traumatized for life, though. I'm
That nigga
surprised she
said,
ain't trying to.
if so, that's a monkey wrench hoe. And you survive in South Central.
Exactly.
Cube is hilarious.
But to tie these stories in together, though, I mean, again, it's two stories, not too unsimilar. Because again, just the fact that how she just came out and said what she said, just the fact that Tasha K said what she said, I knew it was false. I knew it when I said it, but I did it anyway.
Yeah. I'll be clowning.
That's gonna cost her ass, though. That's gonna cost her.
I'm just like, that's just like,
especially if she's admitted
like,
that like that.
Like you, like it ain't like you was just on your YouTube channel, just still talking off at the shit and just saying it. You actually said it in the court of law.
Right.
Yeah.
It ain't like you just was on a corner or shoot shit and like, yeah, I said it. I knew it was wrong when I did it, but the fact to get on to get in court and say it, then it's like, oh girl, you ain't
Well, I mean, you ain't supposed to perjure yourself though.
You ain't even trying to give yourself no defense. Like, just
you ain't supposed to perjure. You ain't supposed to lie.
I said
you trying to be truthful.
You're not supposed to lie, but fuck, I'd have said what I would have allegedly said something to the fact of that. I mean, I said it, and at the time I believed it to be true, and like it came out after I had actually said what I said, and I admit I didn't fact check it, but I didn't intend on it to be in the wrong information. I got the wrong information second-handedly. I probably did something like that before I said, yeah, I said it, and I ain't give a shit about it.
So how can the public fix this situation that's going over here?
Okay.
Stupid go stupid.
That ain't got nothing to do with us.
Right. The only thing that we need to do about that kind of shit is just be mindful of the shit that we say on the air. Period.
Right.
Okay.
What I say to you don't matter, right? I'll slander the fuck out of motherfucker.
Yeah.
All right. Last subject.
Dun, da, da, da.
And kind of low key personal to the club. I mean, to the pond. For those of you who don't know, who ain't iPhone savvy,
I like this one.
Got an app on iPhone called Clubhouse. It's become one of the most popular social media apps that's popping right now. Clubhouse is basically, for those of you that are a little bit older, it's like the old school chat room, but on your phone with a variety of different other features, right? Piranha Pond has a Clubhouse. Please follow us. Join the fucking room. It's called the Piranha Pond. Something interesting has been happening on Clubhouse, however. I know a lot of you guys are kind of familiar with Whack 100. And Whack 100 is one of the biggest voices on Clubhouse right now. in terms of some of these rooms that are viral rooms that got 1,000 plus people in them. And what's been going on is you can see a lot of street issues are being argued by niggas from the same neighborhood, niggas across the country, whoever got beef with who ever is being kind of played out on Clubhouse, right? So where in our day we would have beef with somebody and it's on site, nothing to talk about, meet a nigga in the park, you know what I'm saying, and get your thump on or whatever after that. Nowadays it is kind of playing out in the social stratosphere on Clubhouse. And
Wow.
niggas be super disrespectful, right? Like the kind of conversations that we would never have in person with another man. Like if I'm gonna tell you the SMD, I'm gonna get up under your chin right after that, right?
Period.
There ain't no saying that and waiting for you to hurl the next worst insult. You know, your mama's a bitch. You know, what is that? But it kind of comes back to what has been my staple when it comes down to the social stratosphere is that fucking digital space is the streets. So my
Wow.
question is not only is, you know, well, we all are in agreement that yes, indeed, we are. Uh, we are all in agreement that um, digital space is kind of more real than the real streets in terms of where people are spending their time and being who they purport themselves to be in their lives. People are spending more and more time in digital space than they are in real life. The pandemic has helped that out, right? What the
Mm,
pandemic did is it got people to the understanding without even knowing that they were having developing this understanding that it's okay to be by yourself, that you don't really have to be out in the world to get things done. To have a particular personality, you really don't have to be out in the world. You don't have to go to the club or the kickback or go out on the block even. You don't even have to be outside uh, at the spot with the homies smoking weed and drinking 40s because everything now is online. More niggas is
well,
online than they are outside. And with more niggas being online, whether we agree with it as being more real or less real, it doesn't matter because where people are is where people act, right?
true.
And I think that not being in close proximity, I'm in Los Angeles. I'm a blood in Los Angeles. I'm arguing with a blood nigga in New York over Takashi 6ix9ine. I don't know neither
Wow.
one of these niggas, right?
Right.
But I get to have a voice and I get to have something to say about New York gang politics and my opinion on it. And you know, I'm K-Mac from Whoop de Whoop Whoop de Whoop. And so
You ain't
nigga,
real. Yeah.
my opinion means something to me. Nigga, I push a hard line on the West Coast and East Coast niggas is nigga, you a bitch. Nigga, you old ass nigga, get the fuck off line. You know what I'm saying? It's that kind of conversations where we didn't
Wow.
have them kind of conversations face to face. Like somebody got to fucking not. Somebody got to go to the ER at least, nigga.
Right. It's
The
gonna be
fuck
a
Period.
you
fight.
talking about, right?
That's
Yeah.
Nigga,
period.
one of us, like I ain't the toughest motherfucker in the world, but I ain't a bitch by far either, right?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? But what I'm
You got
saying
it.
is I listen to some of these podcasts or some of these replays and shit on Clubhouse, especially the ones with Whack 100 in it. Here, we'll just do this. I just grab one.
I just
Uh,
can't wait. They're all
yeah,
outlandish.
yeah, I just grab one. Don't matter. I wonder did I
So it's
add the sound?
so he's
Did I
making
add the
himself a
sound?
brand. No,
Did I add?
no.
Sound ain't
No
on?
sound. No sound.
Hold up. I'll do it again. Stop screen, share screen.
I'm ready for this fade right here. This conversation. I got something to say. Like always. Stop.
Oh, share. All right, here we go.
Right.
They didn't come get me. And if they don't come get 30 days, they release you. Nigga, that's why I'm here now.
So you on parole in Vegas or?
I'm on. No, I got my shit transferred to my sister house in LA. But nigga, I ain't even see my parole officer because I feel like they're gonna book me for this Cali case. So the B100, I look, he got worse probably in 2 states now.
Well, they might book you, but instead of doing 2, you get 2 days.
He just told him himself.
Yeah, what?
Wow.
They might book you, but you gotta understand.
Wow.
I hate when they
You ain't never been you ain't never arguing, bro. Bro, you just want this. This what you wanted, bro. You want to argue, huh? Who gonna win this argument? Let's put all cap. Pull up to the hood, though. All right, so man, where's your paperwork?
Wow.
You got to go back to the hood. Pull up to the hood, nigga.
Hey, one
nigga scared to come outside.
Phone call. Wack is making a phone call. He's gonna pull up shit. If niggas want to meet at the Parwood to run a fair one, the niggas do that and be done with it. I'm fucking around. But check this out. He about to Wack is on the phone. He's seeing what he can find right now. So we gonna get to it for sure.
All right, so
Look,
that's the kind of shit that we doing every day on Clubhouse, right?
Damn.
That's what's happening. Street politics, paperwork parties, nigga, you a snitch, nigga, your brother snitch, nigga, such and such told on your homies on a murder, nigga, whoop-de-whoop, nigga, you can't come back to the hood, nigga, Roddy Rich is false flagging, blah. Hood politics, nigga. East Coast Bloods, the 9 trade niggas, you niggas harbored 6ix9ine, you Wack, you managing a nigga, you ain't with the street politics, you managing a snitch, you niggas let the nigga get in your business, blood. Well, it's all that shit.
Hey, but I like in the bottom, and it's like, yeah, it has to be debt to clout chasing. You know what I'm saying? That's all I'm saying. It's narrative
nigga,
right
that's
now.
the name of a room. That's the name of a room on Clubhouse. Definitely Clout Chaser is a room. Charles Nation is a room. Sleepless in LA is a room. That's Wax room. Piranha Pine is the room.
The room.
Yeah, the room. Now the thing is,
but let me tell you. Let me say this for the audience, and then I'll let Nick go on. The Piranha Pine room ain't with none of that shit.
None of that.
We ain't with none of that disrespectful shit. Your ass will get sent to
You
the
ain't gonna come at us stupid.
Quick as a motherfucker. Yeah, we ain't doing none of that. We respectful. We talk about community issues. Same shit that we talk about on the fucking Pine. It's the Pine on Clubhouse.
Productive, respectful, entertaining conversation.
Yeah, you don't have to worry about your face being seen. You know what I'm saying? You make your avatar come in, say your shit. You can come in, kick back, listen. You know what I'm saying? It's Clubhouse. My point is that
you want to pull up.
With it being Clubhouse, there is a million different kinds of rooms, right?
Right.
Depending on your particular space, right? Come here, dog. So, one of the most viral spaces is these G-check rooms, right?
One more time, G-checks.
Yeah, these G-check rooms.
Okay, I got you.
I'm checking your gangster, nigga.
Wow.
Parties, you know what I'm saying,
wow.
Nigga. Who told on who can't come back to the hood, who ain't doing this, that, and the third.
Back to the hood.
Damn near every room that leads itself with Wack 100 something. Because Wack will show up in the room, right? Like if we made a room, Wack 100 is causing too much controversy on Clubhouse.
Gonna pull
That
up.
nigga will jump in the room and be like, well, what is y'all talking about, blood? Like, nigga, who is you? And, you know, some shit like that, right?
Yeah.
But his thing is just about blowing up all the rooms, and I ain't mad at it. Right?
Yeah.
Blowing up the app. He knows that the replays is coming up on YouTube. The replays is getting 50, 60,000 views. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I can only be so lucky.
But, right, like I say, you know, that is not the only content on Clubhouse. The vast majority of content is contents in various different spaces. Ours being in the relationship, fucking urban news, hot topics, podcast space. Right?
I like that.
But you know, you got people that do cooking shows and shit. Let's talk about fucking, you know, flat earth shit, you know, whatever the fuck, right?
Yeah.
What I wanted to talk about though is that particular section of the Clubhouse population that is dealing with street politics in such a public setting. And where are we with that?
Yeah, and that's the thing right there, because we know we kind of weighed in on all of these various topics on our way to getting to where we are on this plateau, on this level right here, right? Now, the thing is that you self-incriminating yourself. You are telling, look, I'm in LA. I was supposed to be paroled to Las Vegas, but I'm right over here in the hood. So all they got to do is click, 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 you know, and he said, oh, put on your location. I'm going to pull up. No, I am not bringing the phone to the house, right? And everybody knows.
Well, you know what? In my opinion, that sometimes too much is just too fucking much. That's like just be on the phone with a hoe that's just talking and just running, and you'd be like, finally, you'd be like, well, bitch, pull up. You know, like that's what I said. So it's like a room that just a continuous running it. You know, and it's like nobody ever just be like, okay, because do you ever hear tomorrow be like, well, you know, that nigga pulled up.
Right.
You know, it's like it's just a continuous running. Who got time to just go over that cookies? Because after a matter of time, like you said, Keith, you going somewhere and you chilling and somebody just talking buku shit and like you didn't come there for violence, but like you said, you don't mind knocking a nigga back.
But just like you said,
you know,
half of these people are avatars.
Gotta fucking end. You know, it just gotta be in. It's gotta end. Be like, you know, you're gonna sell the phone and you're gonna listen to it, you're gonna hang the fuck up. But just have a room that's just dedicated to the run, like that should get annoying.
Well, I think I believe it's like two different things in terms of like there's a lot of people who can do that online because they know they can't do it in the streets. So they jump on there and spill all the little bullshit they want to spill, be as tough as they want to be, and then go to sleep because, you know, that's what they do. Two, it could be a way for a lot of these motherfuckers to just get shit off their chest too.
But the thing is, it's affected everybody. Everybody who came in there. If you don't have an avatar, you got your face, whatever your name is. So if your name, and this is the one thing I want people to know out there in the audience, right? That we didn't never want to be on blast because the person that they fear of is the first one to get knocked out. I want to move in silence. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, you'll whisper about my name. You know, and we actually allowed it to be that way because now they don't know that they're destroying the future because everybody they're gonna think it's cool to kick it like that now. You know what I'm saying? And what grown man needs to come and get checked? You know what I'm saying? Like a attitude adjustment. No, I'm gonna check you.
It just goes back to what Keith said. Like in today's day and age, them internet is the street. Because he was on there running it like he was in the fucking streets. The internet is the streets now. You know, like
watch this though. Watch this.
Who's the shot caller?
Watch this.
Oh, here we go.
Whoever's talking at the time. Can we get it?
What?
When it comes to fucking social media, what you putting it on me for, my nigga? This man put it on the table.
Wow.
It's real shit.
His tone.
Put it on the table. So before 6ix9ine even came out, Snow Billy put it on the table.
All right, let me ask
That's
you
my
something.
case, my nigga.
Yo, Billy,
6ix9ine knows who
Ain't
Snow
nobody
Billy is.
tell him nothing. If that's his case, ain't nobody tell him
6ix9ine
nothing.
knows who Snow Billy is. See, yo, Twister. That's my co-defendant.
You're right. Let me ask you a question.
What?
And he killer.
Reese,
So
let
what's
me
up?
send you this shit. Hold on.
Oh my God.
Doing too
I don't
much.
give a fuck who he is, nigga. I mean, like you, like there's
What?
100 million rats, nigga.
What?
Yeah, but wow.
Like it's 100 million these niggas.
Hold on.
Doing
And
too
you
much.
fucking with one out of
Where
100 million, huh?
did these people come
I
from?
probably fuck with several out the 100 million, nigga.
Y'all see what I'm saying? See what I'm saying? And y'all take this nigga word. Look at his character.
I'm telling
He
you what
love
it is.
rap.
I ain't fucking lying, motherfucker. I'm telling you what it is.
I'm glad
I don't lie.
you ain't
I'm
lying,
talking
my
to you.
nigga.
How I
I'll
know the
never
fuck you
fuck
right?
with you.
How do I know you right? How I know you straight, nigga? I'm talking
Man,
to you right
fuck
now.
Rennie Green, nigga. Pull up
Whoa.
right
Okay,
now.
cool.
Nigga, check my
All right, my
Facebook.
nigga. I'm
Nigga,
just
I'm
saying.
in. Nigga,
I'm
fuck
just
you
saying.
talking about.
I'm just saying, my nigga. How do I know? How do I know though? I'm not taking nothing from you, my nigga. I'm just saying. How do I know you right?
So again,
Wow.
this
Doing too much. Too much.
the streets. These niggas is talking like they in the park with no police surveillance, right?
That's what I'm saying. Just like,
Wow. They all going to jail.
and to make it even worse, they
One
do it on the
nigga,
World Wide Web.
one nigga is in New York. The other nigga said, "Nigga, I'm in Cabrini Greens. Nigga, everybody know me." What, nigga? That's
What?
in Chicago, nigga.
Chicago.
But that's why. Because them niggas can say what the fuck they say and get away with it because the niggas that they talking to is clear across the goddamn country. The niggas is weenies, man. Pure unadulterated weenies, homie. Plus,
I'm like, who?
gangsters
Go
move in
ahead.
silence. So, you know.
Yeah. But I'm like, who actually raised these people? You know what I'm
The
saying?
internet.
Because it's like,
Yeah.
and it's like
New
it don't
Street.
make no sense because
The new
this the most the
the new-
ignorance. I gotta put it like this. This is the most ignorant nigger shit performance I ever fucking seen in my life. What I just heard go against all the books. So our book don't exist no more, man. The book from 2000, I say from 96 don't exist. 98. You know what I'm saying? Let's not even go back to 88. If anybody, my uncles, my grandpa, my mama's like, you tattling, you talking loud over the phone, and come and affect my household, my mama would have slapped me for even saying something like that. You couldn't get no cornbread, nothing. You know what I'm saying? Because they know better. You know what I'm saying? Well, you know what? You better take that. Even if they heard you talking like that over the phone. You know how many times I just got hit in the back of the head on the phone with the attached to the wall?
But niggas didn't do that type of shit though.
Oh my
Niggas didn't do
God.
that type of shit over the phone. Niggas was out. Niggas was at the park. Niggas was doing all this shit. Niggas was literally meeting up at the park and talking niggas out. Like it was a different situation. But we didn't have the internet. So, you know, niggas wasn't banging on niggas clear across country. Niggas had bang on nigga literally the neighborhood around the corner. So you was gonna see that nigga eventually. And when you do, it was going down. Now you ain't gotta see these niggas. You can say whatever the fuck you want to say, be wherever you want to be. Especially behind them bullshit ass avatars. You telling on yourself, but you ain't showing yourself. Like these niggas is weenies, man. Like the internet has turned into a bunch of weird old weenie dudes that don't do shit. If it ain't got nothing to do with no views, they ain't gonna do shit at all.
So what I see this coming, right? That right there with the caption that's rolling at the bottom of the screen, right? Yes, the whole world is gonna turn into artificial intelligence. We don't know if it's a computer that can rechange their voice. It actually perpetuates this in the computer algorithm. You know what I'm saying? And it don't add up because it adds up to the detriment of social birth control. Because you're gonna have all these people in the house saying how hard they are. They're gonna have where they're gonna be sitting with the gargles on in the ear. I don't even know what that new stuff is, right? And walking down the street, you know what I'm saying, chucking hoods up in people's face. I could go to anybody's set at any time, play the music, you know what I'm saying, get the currency, and this is what the whole world coming to. So, hey, y'all, you don't have to worry about going outside no more, people. We're going to mail you a free virtual reality starter kit. You know what I'm saying? So, we're going to have y'all, you're going to be safe from bullying. All you're going to do is hit over the thing. Your words is not going to carry. You're not going to be able to be prosecuted. You're not able to be whatever because you in what you call that word, anonymity now. You just an actor on a virtual on the internet space. So dun 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 dun. This ain't the Thunderdome. Look, you have to get to the Thunderdome. Somebody you playing flag football. oh, you gonna slip in the gopher hole, then somebody gonna pack you all the way out. You're gonna have to catch that fade. You know what I'm saying? Look, over time, all I have to do is play it back slow. You told me your place of your place of residence. You told me what city you from. You told me what set you claim. You told me who was your girlfriend, who you messed with. You done told me 5 of your partners. So I done got some military mind on you already, right? You're not achieving. This is like a low energy vibration that's going on with this street shit. And they slapping the real street people that made way for whatever sacrifice that we made. It's people that's doing football numbers, man, over some people like this. You know what I'm saying? And it's strictly this sickening. But hopefully that it don't affect the youth.
Shit, though.
You know what I'm saying? Because the youth now is somehow, if it's available in spaces, and like Shell said before, if you let the internet raise your kids, all the stuff that you said in your human prey, they can't wait to go in the next room. It's like, oh, my mama, my auntie ain't gonna hear us on this. Ooh, it's like we used to listen to Richard Pryor records and Red Fox and stuff. And hopefully we learn how to cuss real good. But say goddamn it in front of your mama or your grandma or somebody or down the street. You're gonna catch a whipping all the way home and all the way back. But you don't have to be faced with that now, Jack. It's the internet banging now. So don't buy no pistols or nothing, y'all. Don't do none of this stuff because they're going to consider you a bully and don't take in consideration of these people on the internet game banging. So don't go to the cheese factory. Don't go to the spaghetti house. Don't go to Bourbon Street and talk while you in public. Yeah, this is Roscoe from the 59232. And somebody's like, oh, you the one. And go upside your head because you have to
they'll
go
never
out.
do that. They'll never do that. Why in the hell would they know that? They know they gonna get popped if they do that, especially with all the disrespectful bullshit they be spewing online. But I mean, that's if they go out. I don't think they do because
But Frank, I went to Las Vegas and I seen people holding up like this. I'm really out here in the streets of Vegas, boy. All y'all ones that thought I was gonna show up in your city, I'm here right now, right by the MGM Grand.
And then they tuck into the MGM Grand, nigga. They don't be out there waiting for nobody to show up. They tuck in that motherfucker and get lost, nigga.
There you go. But it's a lifestyle choice now.
Yeah.
Instead of banging on wax, you know what I'm saying?
And the crazy shit is all the people who seeing that shit is thinking, oh, he all in that shit. Nah, nigga. Nah. You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
Because you'll never see a motherfucker after getting beat up or shot at talking about, nigga, I just escaped them niggas. They can't even shoot straight. Like, nigga, you don't hear none of that.
Frank,
Them niggas don't stick around for the heat, nigga. Them niggas invite all that bullshit just to get go. If they even are there. And if they are there, I guarantee you they ain't in the hood. You know what I'm saying? Or they on some Takashi shit. They'll show up 6 hours later or 6 hours before a motherfucker and then put that shit out there and don't be live. Throw that shit out there and get the fuck on 10 minutes later. Because he's smart. This nigga's a troll. He don't even trying to die over no bullshit. He keep playing you stupid motherfuckers that fall into that shit. And that's you stupid motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying?
So he was at Newport Beach in the marina, huh? talking about Slauson.
Right.
Shell, closing thoughts?
I mean, again, like I said, I do agree with that. I already said that, the streets ain't the streets no more. People ain't taking one for the team. People ain't taking up for their community no more. People ain't out here. Because if so, we have a lot of people that would be eliminated by now. Shout out to the last snipers that did it real good, and they ain't nobody taking that charge no more.
Nope.
You got to stop showing these people how much of a gangster you are.
Yeah, she got her 38. She got her snub those Lady Smith.
Ain't nobody out here taking these charges no more.
It is real disrespectful to those.
Fucking years.
It is real disrespectful for those who have to put it down in the streets, man, for this real shit. For these weirdo motherfuckers to come in and put such a smudge
on your people, and you ain't retaliate when you saw who they were.
What I would say to close out the topic and probably the cast is, in terms of the question, is Clubhouse the new streets? I would say yes. It's one of the cities, right? I think that the new streets are gonna be the metaverse. It just is what it is. Yep. I think that everything digital not just the fuck shit, but the good shit, or everything that you do, not just the fuck shit, but the good shit as well, is going to be accessible to you in the digital space. Not only is it going to be, well, it's accessible to you in the digital space right now because Amazon is the biggest company in the fucking world, right? But also, hey, Tingo, love you too. Shout out to my sister Tingo.
Hey.
I think that what they are building right now are various different ways for you to exist in particular communities where you don't have to go no fucking where. Hey, sissy.
Hey, executive producer.
Hey, executive producer.
Hey, executive producer Billy.
My little big sister. Boss me around all the fucking time.
Yep.
Love you.
Love you.
So what I was saying is that I think that in the digital space, right, you are going to be able to join various communities and be the you that you determine you want to be in those communities because you don't have to show up in real life. It's like a sci-fi movie. We was talking about this earlier today. All those, when I say sci-fi movies, I'm talking about movies from the 90s, right? Shit like Demolition Man, Total Recall,
right?
Shit like that, where they were preparing us for this digital age where you sit your ass in the house and everything that you do is on a screen. Who you are is an avatar in that particular world, but not so much like, you know, GTA or nothing and shit where you shooting shit up, but where you doing real shit. You're sitting down at board meetings and shit, right? You doing virtual shopping. You actually go, your avatar will go in the supermarket and see actual products. You will
add it to the cart.
Yeah, you will do all kinds of business, right? Whatever your particular business is, you'll have your store set up for people to come into your store and actually do virtual shopping or whatever it is that you particularly do that doesn't require you to be there physically, right? And then everything is just deliverable, right? So when you take that concept and then you say, okay, well, that'll be the new world in 25 years. And then you say, well, shit, the start of it right now is Clubhouse. And part of that world is these bullshit ass streets that we all came up in and what they have turned into. Because we ain't in the streets no more. We part of the streets, but we not in the streets. What I mean is that I ain't out here arguing with niggas over no hood politics. I don't give a fuck.
Right.
I'm so past that shit. You know what I'm saying? Right. I'm fucking grown as fuck trying to provide some shit for these grandsons and shit to look up, talking about my papa did some positive shit after a fucking life of fuck shit, right?
Right.
Right. You feel what I'm saying? So I don't give three damns about that negative type of energy, but at the same time, I have to acknowledge it because it comes in my peripheral. Same way I'm driving down Crenshaw. And shit, if I got to know where I'm at to get gas, right? You know, I just can't just pull up just anywhere. Talking about Arco is fucking 419. Okay, nigga. Exxon is 357, motherfucker. Get your ass up out of here. Right?
Yeah, you got 45 reasons not to go over there.
Exactly. So
yeah.
So a nigga got high over there.
Right. So you know you kind of got to be. You have to be aware of your surroundings as long as you still in the world. The world is digital. It just is. It just is. Yeah. Like
everything.
You know,
like that movie Surrogate with Bruce Willis.
Everything that's in the real world is hard as a motherfucker now. Everything that we did 10 years ago, try doing that shit without some digital something. You know, fucking Instagram, fucking link to your job, telework, delivery service. Niggas can't even sell weed on the block no more. That shit is over with. Right?
Over with. You go out there, you look like a ghost town.
The streets is done.
Done.
And on top of it, and this is more importantly, street morals are done.
Been done, son.
They're done.
No more.
Ever since you ain't have to go nowhere, they been
Ever
done.
since you ain't got to fucking face a nigga face to face. Ever since it became allowable to move a nigga to the next county for $900 to get his testimony.
Yeah.
Streets been over with.
Exactly.
Man, yeah, I can say this. I'm out here, goddammit. I'm in these bitches. Well, not in the streets, but I ain't finna hide, duck, sit in the house, do none of that shit. For as long as I can be out, I'm gonna be out because that's what I came from. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to my store, goddammit. Unless I can't, there ain't no stores to go to, then that'll be fucked up. But for as long as I can, I am, nigga.
Nigga be buying woods. They'll get delivered to the store, drone. They cost you $3 a pack.
Yeah.
Gotta buy 2
2
packs.
But so thank you, K-Mac, for articulating my true feelings, man. I think you did that quite eloquently. You know what I'm saying? But I'm still gonna be the man in the woods looking in the yellow pages,
See what I
in the
said?
white pages.
Y'all
You know
seen what I said, right?
Yeah.
Y'all seen that relationship come full circle, right? I started
Exactly.
throwing his ass under the bus. That nigga started with the big up in me, but
exactly. You know what I'm saying?
Can't tell me nothing.
My
motherfucker, my little brother.
You know, and I love it, but I'm gonna stick to those memories. You know what I'm saying? And all the stuff that me, you, Frank, Shell been through in our existence on this planet, and that we still hold some common sense. We still hold the reality because we actually occupy that space. So thank y'all for letting us share these stories. So, you know, we'll be back another day. You know what I'm saying? To keep y'all full of this non-artificial shit. Thank y'all.
Thank you, Nick.
It's real
shit.
shit.
You, Nick.
Right.
Thank you, Nick, for stealing the closing.
Thank you.
You know that's how I always do. I'm alive.
All right, y'all. We've made it to another hour and 32 minutes of this real spit.
Yes, sir.
While I'm trying not to spit, I want to thank everybody for joining us on Facebook and YouTube Live. Thank everybody in the comments. If you didn't catch us live, catch us on a replay, leave a comment, and they show up in real time, and we always like that. If you joined us on the Facebook side of the game, jump over on the YouTube side of the game and give us a sub over there. We always need that. And if you joined us on any platform, join us on the Piranha Pond on Clubhouse. We got a room in that bad boy. We be spitting this real. You ain't got to jump in and show your face. You just got to jump in and state your place, baby.
Yeah, all gas, no brakes.
We love y'all. Thanks for joining. As usual, y'all know what it is. We have been live at 5/7 Central from the Piranha Pond. And now we are
Swayze.